Nonprofit organizations are taking children out of Texas to get gender-mutilating treatments. This is Friday, July 18th, 2025.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State, the Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
We've made it to Friday. Thanks for starting the end of your week with the Texas Minute. If you enjoy the podcast and find it useful, I hope you'll take a moment to refer us to your friends and encourage them to subscribe. And if you don't like it, maybe we can just kind of keep all this between ourselves. Deal? Let's get to the news. A suspect charged in the July 4th attack on law enforcement officers outside the Prairieland Detention Center in Alvarado was apprehended in Dallas this week after nearly 2 weeks on the run, but this was not the first time that Benjamin Song was arrested in connection with left-wing causes. Song was arrested in Austin during the August 2020 protests, despite allegations from law enforcement officers that he pointed a rifle at them. A Travis County grand jury failed to indict him. Now, Song is accused of taking part in setting off fireworks and vandalizing property near the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Prairieland Detention Center to lure officers outside. A group of nearly a dozen individuals then opened fire with rifles, wounding an Alvarado police officer in the process. While most of the group was quickly apprehended, Song, as noted, evaded capture until his arrest this week. It should be noted that the Department of Homeland Security recently said that assaults against ICE officers have surged by nearly 700% this year. Attorney General Ken Paxton has filed a lawsuit against U.S. Masters Swimming for allowing the participation of biologically male athletes in women's competitions during the San Antonio National Swimming Competition this year. Because the events were advertised as including only female participants, the suit brings several charges against the organization, including false, misleading, or deceptive acts. In April, Hugo Caldas, who went by the name Anna, won first place in the 50-yard breaststroke, the 100-yard breaststroke, the 50-yard freestyle, the 100-yard freestyle, and the 100-yard individual medley in the 45 to 49 age bracket. Way to go, Hugo. According to a trans rights activist, non-governmental organizations are assisting in transporting Texas children to New Mexico and other states for what she calls gender-affirming treatments that are banned in the Lone Star State. Mandy Giles is the founder of Parents of Trans Youth. She told Texas Scorecard that these nonprofit organizations exist because
it is still legal for Texas transgender adolescents to receive gender-affirming care in other states. It's just really hard to get there.
The disclosure highlights ongoing circumvention of Texas laws prohibiting puberty blockers, hormone therapy, and gender-mutilating surgeries for minors. The Texas Minute will be right back.
Do you ever wonder what it would be like to trust that where you get your news is accurate and pro-citizen? Well, Texas Scorecard has you covered. We give you real news for real Texans. Go to TexasScorecard.com today.
When the special legislative session gavels in on Monday, a key debate will be over regulating THC, which is the psychoactive compound derived from cannabis. A case pending before the Texas Supreme Court looks at the 2019 law that sparked this debate. The Texas legislature established in 2019 the legal definition of hemp to include its derivatives, extracts, and the like. Sky Marketing Corporation operates under the name Hometown Hero as a seller of a THC product. It's suing the state because of regulations on the psychoactive Delta-8 THC derivative from marijuana. The company claims the state's classification is, quote, contrary to the legislature's intent. Yet the legislators who wrote the law disagree. For example, Republican State Senator Bob Hall of Edgewood said the legislation was, quote, never intended to allow a psychoactive drug to be on the market with no regulation or control. You can find details on all the stories mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was based on the original reporting of Sidney Henry, Mikhail Kerwin, Joseph Trimmer, Travis Morgan, and Paige Field. This podcast is produced by Nick Shepard. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. Have a great weekend.